hello to all my guys, gals, and non-binary pals of audio podcast land, and welcome to the official premiere of Season 2 of Call of the Deep, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition actual play podcast. It has different meaning now, given everything that's going on at the time of this recording, but we're still going to roll with it anyway. So more on that later. Maybe not.
Rolling in the deep. We are rolling in the deep.
Oh, surprise, Adele's doing our theme song?
Yep.
Oh gosh, that would actually be kind of interesting. Anyways, but I am your Dungeon Master, Mikey. I am back for this amazing adventure to lead my lovable miscreants, lovable losers, my chaos squad through this nice little story that I have built, and we will see how long it takes for them to derail everything as we normally do. But before we get to the season premiere started officially, we're going to go around and do introductions. So, eeny, meeny, miny, moy, the man that is half paying attention, Jace, you shall be the first to go.
How's it going? My name is Jace, or JC Vanguard. Tonight I'm playing Tydak Aasimar. I am the male Dragonborn, Sorcerer, Fighter, dumbass of the group. I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah, Tydak is our lovable maker of poor choices, but it's always a good time.
Quote,
Next
barely a himbo.
Yeah, he's our resident himbo for this game. Every party needs to have one. It's a great time.
Would it be a dimbo because he's Dragonborn?
He's a dimbo. Okay, we're making that's the official title now. He's not a himbo, he's a dimbo. Alrighty. Speaking of lovable dimbos, JVL, you're next.
Hi, my name is John Van Luling, and I am playing the other lovable human being, the Simic hybrid Druid, who just can't help to turn himself into shiny Pokemon. It's very fun.
And it's so much cute.
I love Hugh is riot. Alrighty. Amador.
The baby.
Yes, Amador, you are up next.
Hi everyone, it's Amador, your favorite not normal guy. Today I will be playing our fun-loving, ankle-biting Goblin Corvus, our Arcane archer, fighter guy. Yeah, I'm gonna bite some ankles today.
That might be a thing that happens today. And of course, next up is going to be the one and only Josh.
Salve ominis et salvete. Hi everyone, I'm Josh, aka MG Preacher, and tonight I will be playing Dharak Valgard, the party's very sexy paladin.
Oh my goodness. And then of course, last but certainly not least, Dakota.
Hey, I am Dakota, or Shiro, whichever. Shirasuki on Discord. I'll be playing Sorrin, the Alan Astral Self Monk thing. You can also find me on Mondays on 80H Adventures playing it in Gods of Orlea Phase 2, as well as here for Season 2 with The Academy, Crystal City, Duskvale, Call the Deep, and Tavern Tales.
The only show he's not on is the Biconics podcast.
Sadly, you guys got to have me on so I can know nothing and contribute nothing.
Honestly, we may need to bring you on just as a guest to be like, wait, what happened? Why is this? What?
Dakota's Corner, where we just turn to him and go, Dakota, what did you think? What the fuck happened?
We put him and John in that and be like, okay, so I need you guys to explain to the two of them what is going down.
It's story time with John Crosswith.
Oh man, it's a fun project, which by the way, shameless plug. By the time this episode releases, we have a plethora of other podcasts that have released as well. So if you're looking for TRPG games, we got those. If you're looking for more entertainment podcasts, if you want to hear 4 wrestling fans yell about wrestling or 4 teachers yell about the education system in a fun and entertaining way, or if you're even looking for a cultural and diversity podcast where we also make jokes and don't take ourselves too seriously, we got that for you as well. We got a lot of things, so you want to make sure to follow us at Vibe Tribe Productions in order to keep up with all the plethora of offerings that we have, which is a great time. Unfortunately, tonight we are missing 2 players. We are missing our lovable rogue Fila, played by the amazing John Crosswith. You can follow him at John Crosswick on the social medias. And we are also missing our murder grandpa, Ferren, our lovable dwarf ranger. And you can follow him all over the socials at Josh the Medic or only Joshinya on other social media sites. We love you. Yeah, Hamner's Stone. Yeah, didn't I say that? Now you're making me second guess. I don't know. It's been a long
No,
week. Leave me alone. It's some sort of combination.
I only know this because I just looked at the character list.
Look at that. Somebody's actually looking at their character list. I should be doing that the same.
He's taking notes for us.
Somebody has to. Because nobody else would. No, I'm just kidding. But go show our players some love. They are great and we miss them dearly. All right, losers. Let's do this. So where we left off last time on Call of the Deep, towards the tail end of the season 1 finale, you guys made your way to the Lucky Lady in order to, one, retrieve a genie bottle, but also I don't want to say the more important bit. It was also just more so because it was also within the same area that you needed to go get Tydak, as we had dubbed Tydak being turned into a cat from the Rakshasa.
There's a third motive, remember. There was team find Tydak, and there was team start a fire.
Yes, there was team retrieve a bottle, team retrieved Tydak, and team Seth Rollins burn it down.
It was Tydak because Tydak sounds too much like cat dick.
No,
point.
That's the point.
That's literally the tip of the iceberg.
That is the whole hog, if you will.
Exactly.
Anyways, so there were a variety of reasons why everyone needed to visit this establishment. And inside, we got a couple of things. Number one, where do I even begin? So there was some partial investigation, but then there was some things that didn't go according to plan. And then the proprietor of the establishment, who turned out to be a copper adult dragon in disguise, decided to set free this monstrosity that literally burnt the place down. Technically, you guys, the start a fire, burn it down team technically got what they wanted. It's just they didn't have to burn it down with their own hands, which was great. So a fight,
we wipe our hands of the situation. It was done for us.
Exactly.
Quite literally, they failed successfully.
They failed successfully. Yes, that is the optimal term. But while that fight was going on, everything just hit a wall. They successfully were able to defeat this thing, which I had no doubt about it. But in the middle of this fight, not only did we retrieve Tydak, within this, our favorite ankle biter over here got a little message from our Rakshasa telling him to meet him in another port city when he can, so they can talk business. So that's that little interesting portion of it. After successfully defeating the monster and retrieving the genie bottle, they were politely told that you need to leave. Is essentially what ended up happening, where they returned to Castle Waterdeep, where probably the more interesting part is that not only did Murder Grandpa Ferren yell at Mr. Zahir's son for losing it and just give him an earful, but on top of that, Ferren also managed to make a bond with the genie Calypticos, and now Calypticos has officially joined your crew and has a bond with a Ferren. So that leads to interesting things if Murder Grandpa decides to go if he wants to go warlock down the line. He has a genie patron, technically.
I was saying thank you for saying the D on the end of bond there, because I thought you were saying bong with the genie lamp, because that would have been just weird.
You could have smoke it and toke it. Don't look at me like that.
Do as the kids say, pass the duchy on the left hand side.
What if I'm right-handed?
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. That's never a good thing. But after that little earful and Dharak having a little conversation with Mr. Zahir's sons before he left for the evening, you guys retired to your guest chambers and had a long rest. And that's where we're going to pick up right now. It is about 8 o'clock in the morning, and you guys have had a full rest after technically succeeding in your mission to retrieve not only your party mate, but also to retrieve the genie bottle. Though I think not anytime soon, y'all have been politely banned from the Lucky Lady for the unseeable future. But who knows? We might come back to it a little bit later down the line if we choose to. But as all of you wake up in the morning and you guys get your belongings and the accoutrements and just, I don't know, do your morning routines, you all end up heading downstairs where a nice breakfast is waiting for you. Lots of fruits, lots of variations of food. There's also vegan options, I guess, for those of you who need it. Don't know why that I needed to put it in there, but now it is. And as you are enjoying your meal, coming through the entry of the dining hall is, of course, Lady Red Axe, which, of course, is King Red Axe's daughter. And she comes walking in and says, good morning, my friends. I hope that you slept well or decently after your little escapade last night. As she looks around at all of y'all.
So to be clear, Hugh, we're not supposed to burn down, like, this building.
No, we want to leave this building in perfect arrangement. It is an example for the rest of the city.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, I slept. All right.
It is good to hear. I want to make sure, especially if they are guests of my father, if my father recommends and values you, then I shall do the same. Now then, I believed we should, what do they say? We should probably get down to business. And so Lady Red Axe takes her seat at the head of the table and she looks at all of you. Now, I was up last night trying to figure out a couple of things with the map that you provided me about the 3 cities and being able to interpret it about some pirate attacks. The only thing I wasn't too sure of is I know that the map briefly mentioned the Black Armada, but I will be honest, my friends, I am not too keen on that information. I only know of them, but I do not know all the ins and outs. I do, however, have a contact that definitely knows of the Black Armada and also knows the inner workings, especially since they are a former member of the Black Armada. But how do I put this? He's a bit of a thin fellow. He's a little bit, what's the word that people use? Quirky.
He would fit right in with our entire company.
Which I believe is what makes you the perfect people to go and see him about this information and see what you are able to learn from him. I will admit, though, because of his extra... You're not a cat anymore.
It's just a habit now. He's not.
That was just a side effect.
Nope.
I'm going to make this...
Tydak is licking himself in the corner.
Please don't mind him. He does this.
No, not the visual.
Is that what quirky means?
Oh, I think depending on the language that you are using and depending on the native tongue of the word, it may or may not be. But quirky in this sense, my Outland friend is more... he's a bit kooky. He's a little weird, but he is very informative. And honestly, with his many lives that he has lived over the centuries, he's seen pretty much a lot of the world that we currently live in today. What I am asking you to do is you are going to need to go to the Yawning Portal, and you are going to need to tell the tavern owner of the Yawning Portal that you are there to see the Baron. And he will know what you mean by telling him that.
Baron von Strozzi?
No, that is, unfortunately, that's this Baron's distant cousin in Neverwinter. I remember him telling me about his extensive line in family, but to be honest, I was only half paying attention because I had some other things I was doing at the time.
Oh.
But yes. So if you head to the Yawning Portal and you tell them that you are there to see the Baron, they will know what you mean and they will be more than willing to help you meet him in his chambers. I do need to put a word of warning, though, as you go into the Baron's chambers. Again, just be prepared for things.
You're being very vague with your suggestions.
Could
you be a little more specific?
You're going to need to keep your wits about you, For some reason, when people go down there, he likes to play games with people who come visit him before they get to his inner sanctum and his inner...
So what you're saying, my lady, is to leave Tydak outside.
No, but
I think we should send him in first.
Yeah. Games are supposed to be fun. Why would we leave Tydak outside?
Yeah, Tydak likes string balls and yarn. Yeah, it's his favorite games.
Tydak also was the main attraction for entire sort of games. Like he is very experienced with games.
I agree.
I love games. We should play games more often.
We should.
As he says that, Dharak just grabs an empty cup and goes, "Let's play catch," and he just throws it over at him without warning.
Hugh bats it down with his big staff.
Intercepted!
My favorite game was still riding the marmoset at the carousel. That was very nice.
I know you're trying to be funny, but I was turned into a cat, not a dog.
Do we have is there like a pet store nearby where I can get one of those like cat toys?
Oh my god.
Get him a collar.
No.
Whoa. Hold up. Pause. No.
What if he's into that?
Okay, can we get a sewing place, like a clothes store? Is that a thing?
Taylor?
Yeah, Taylor, thank you.
I don't know him.
The word escaped me.
Milady, have you experienced the joy of a carousel?
Lady Red Axe thinks for a moment. She's, you know what? I haven't been on one since I was a child.
Then you have never won carousel. We have just come from, they had the festival back in your hometown, and we all won the carousel. It was epic.
Quite exhilarating.
It was rather fun.
Lady Red Axe just politely smiles as you are telling her this. I'm glad you enjoy yourself. I forgot that the festival was happening around this time of year.
Yes.
And she thinks for a moment. Did any of you end up going to Caspian's place and participating in the fight club, as he called it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I may have participated in that.
And as she looks, oh, my little owlin friend, who was your opponent?
Oh god, what was that dude's name?
Jurgen.
Jurgen.
As soon as you mention that name, her eyes light up. She's like, you fought Jurgen. Oh, how's he doing? Is he doing okay? Did you win? Did you lose? How'd it go? And she starts rapid firing a bunch of questions.
We did win, or I did win, and he then signed on to our crew.
He's down at the wharf right now.
Yes, is now a part of our boat down at the wharf.
And for a moment, you see her kind of drop her more regal facade and kind of revert into a little schoolgirl, and she gets excited. And then she catches herself and is, sorry for that little outburst of mine. It's just that I love Jurgen a lot. He was basically my guardian and my nanny growing up.
We could have him come meet you somewhere.
Is he still at the ship right now?
I believe he would be there, yes.
Then I know what I must do. and she gets excited. While you go ahead and take care of the business, I am going to go catch up with my old friend. And if you need me, just stop by the castle, or I'll let you know where I am at. I have my ways. But once you get the info, yes, I will meet you there. Just come find me, and then we will discuss what the next course of action is. Then, yes. So, my friends, go ahead and finish up your breakfast. Have your belongings with you. And then when you feel ready, you may make your way to the yawning portal. Now, if you excuse me, I have, and she smiles, I have some fond conversations to have with good old Jurgen. And she gets up and begins walking out the room, and you can see a pep in her step. She is not really skipping, but she's very giddy in the way that she walks. So she's excited to catch up with her, essentially her nanny, which is a different story entirely.
She is going to get her hands on Jurgen's.
Would anyone like to go to a tailor?
What need do we have for a tailor?
I thought Tydak would enjoy yarn.
You can always tell him any story you'd like. He's very fond of yarns.
There's no need to go to a tailor. As all of you hear this, And sitting now across on the table, you see a familiar looking blue genie sitting on the table who's just eating an apple. Is just like, you do realize that I am a genie and I can make things within reason. And as he snaps his fingers, like a ball of blue yarn just pops up in his hand.
We're not used to having it that easy.
It's true, I am. This is new.
It's a lot.
You make it out of a sparkling material, so it's also shiny, because he does like shiny.
Yes. Oh, hold up. Give me a sec. And he takes his free hand. He puts down the apple, takes his hand, just waves it, and it's like the equivalent of throwing like glitter onto something.
All right.
And now it's a shiny blue yarn ball.
Excuse me.
I'm pretty sure this will be Tydak approved.
Excuse me while I add shiny blue yarn ball to my inventory.
Alrighty. So there we go. So yeah, so Sorrin, in your inventory, now you have a shiny blue yarn ball.
So can you just create anything?
Within reason, more common stuff like the yarn or parchment, simple things like that I can. But if you want me to create other things with a little more complication to them, you're gonna need to give me some materials for it.
May I come to you when I run out of my pamphlets, as it is sometimes hard for me to spend the time to keep creating them? Have you read my pamphlets? Do you know about our Lord and Savior Dagon?
I really need you to sit down and tell me about this Dagon.
We have not had time to sit down. I know, it's very strange.
It is.
We at least have time to do the cool crayon puzzle.
We were told we could take as much time as we wanted before we go to the yawning portal.
It's very true. Very
And we
true.
can.
And it seems like our Dragonborn is going to stay licking his crotch in the other room for now, so we'll leave him be a bit.
That's true. We can lay the string down on our way out and he can follow it.
But here, you do not know of this. And he produces both pamphlets. He's like, here's the adult version, which I'm sure you would want to read. But if you get bored, this is the child's one with a word search and a maze.
Calypticos just takes both of them and like, thank you. And kind of, why are they wet? Oh, never mind. It's like Calypticos says that, it's like, why are they wet? And before he finishes it, he just takes one look at you. Hugh is like, oh, forgot about that.
I just say, Dagon.
Right, Dagon.
Yes. Would you be able to help me create more of those as I need them, just in case?
Oh, most certainly. And again, wave of his hand, you just see a stack of parchment. It's like, I got ink and parchment for days if you need them.
Perfect. I appreciate it. It has been hard to scrounge waterproof or water-absorbing, not disintegrating paper for very long, so the fact that you can create it means I don't have to weave it myself.
Ah, not a problem. Happy to help. I do owe all of you since you got my home back. Which reminds me, if you ever need to have a conversation with me, you can always find me in my bottle. So just, I guess, give me a knock or give me a holler and I'll be there. Or, if you like, when you find the time, y'all could come visit me. I would it's been quite a few centuries since I've had guests over.
Ooh. I would love to visit inside of your
Is the
home.
bottle big enough for us?
I was about to ask the same thing. I've never seen a creature
Tydak,
that
you're
lives-
back.
I am a genie, so just trust me, maybe not. You only...
Sorry,
Go ahead. No, I wasn't going to say anything.
Is there anything around town anyone would like to do?
I would like to see if there's a weapon shop.
We could see if there's some place that sells magical items.
Shopping episode?
Shopping episode, let's go.
Get in the
no.
car, losers.
Hey,
We're going
Tydak.
shopping.
Tydak, I got you a present. And I'll hold out the ball of blue shiny yarn. Enjoy.
You just toss the ball of yarn to him.
Yes.
Remember, you gotta feed him twice a day and clean his litter box.
Bouncing it in my hand, I just go, what? And puts it in my inventory.
So now Tydak has the shiny blue ball of yarn.
All right.
Thank you. You're welcome. Double purpose.
Yeah.
This is great. This is fine.
Let's go find a weapon shop for Dharak.
I'm liking this.
I'd like to get a new gauntlet that's thick leather with some spikes here so that I can have my arm up like this and see what happens.
Oh my goodness. Alrighty, looks like we are going shopping. So as Amador said, get in, losers, we're going shopping.
Get in the wagon, losers. We're going shopping.
I still don't understand why you all choose to walk and ride these contraptions around.
Because some of us don't have wings.
Not yet.
But
That was
why?
ominous. Goblins aren't born with wings, but we're born with other things, such as
Incredible cooking skills.
no, that has to be taught. And then Corvus goes into like scratching his chin and just into extremely deep thought as he thinks about what are goblins known for.
Not thinking, 1, 2, always being loud and annoying, and 3, smelling.
I really believe you should trade whatever it is you have for wings. They're very useful.
Oh, green skin. That's it. We have green skin.
And you smell.
Shut up, vomit boy. Mean to me. So, magic shop?
Weapon shop first, I believe.
Oh, yes.
I would like a weapon.
We look
shop.
for a weapon shop in particular first, and it just turns out to be an all-in-one stop and shop.
Hopefully,
That's exactly what that is exactly what it is, because we are not doing multiple places at once.
Oh, what, you don't
Like the murder grandpa's waking up.
Ye old Walmart.
Ye old Walmart!
The ye old Costco.
That's what we're doing. We're going shopping.
Magically, you find a one and all shop. Yes, because I'm not doing separate. I'm sorry.
We could just say that where the weapon shop and magic shop, it's just like one large market.
Yeah. What is
Yeah.
this? What does this large place look like, Mikey?
So, as you guys make your way closer to the docks and the wharf, because that's where most of the merchants tend to have their stalls, and actually, Mr. Zahir would have explained it to you before leaving the following night. As you walk into the wharf, you just see rows and rows of different prairie stalls kind of set up into canopies on one side, and then on the other side is a row of like actual storefronts that are attached to buildings. But as you are walking down looking for what exactly you need, you come across a very familiar looking image on the front of this store.
Oh, God.
So, as you guys take a look, you just see that plastered on the front of the store is one Mr. Valentino's Emporium. So, if Jace knows where I'm going with this, so if you remember from back on Gunderland, while you guys were sent by the king to go test out the games, you also met a very peculiar looking merchant who basically was wearing a very interesting top hat and is this version of Willy Wonka, so to speak, who you guys bought a plethora of magical candy from.
I know him.
You all do. Yeah, so Valentino's Emporium is plastered on the front of this store with a kind of silent image of Valentino just moving about and just dancing on the storefront as you are looking up at this sign.
How did they get the sign to move?
Oh, it's a wonderful thing called magic. The cat is still in them as you're following back and forth between this moving image. Yeah, so I'm assuming y'all are going to go in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Alrighty. So into Valentino's we go. So as you step inside Valentino's, it's the appearance from the outside of the store is very deceitful in the sense that it looks a lot smaller on the outside, but when you step in, that this thing might be small from the front, but you just see rows and rows heading towards the back of different items. And then on top of that, you see a secondary floor on top with other things, and everything is just divided into sections. And as you step into the store, plopped in front of you is basically like a giant bulletin board with a map of Valentino's just stapled onto the front of it. And as you take a look at the store map, that the two floors are divided into different sections with what you need. So there's like regular garments, there's weaponry, armor, And then on the second floor is like magical items, novelty items, regular like explorer and adventurer things. But then there's also a little portion on the second floor that is just Valentino's wear and tears, which is just has a big old picture of Valentino's face on it, where it looks to be where he is stationed in his own store. But yeah, so pretty much anything that you can find is there. And then sprawled in a small little note on the bottom of the map is for specific questions and or specific magical items. See Valentino for his weekly deals.
I think Valentino met Dr. Matt Smith.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
I hear you.
Excellent. I'm doing the mic test song, and all of a sudden you can hear me again.
Yay! Murder Grandpa has entered the fray.
Yeah.
Grandpa has entered the chat.
Minoru Suzuki.
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my goodness. But welcome, Josh. Thank you. We love you for being here.
Sorry I didn't get in earlier, guys. It's been a heck of a day.
You're good. Don't
You're
worry.
okay, bud.
We're doing a shopping episode, so you haven't missed much yet.
Okay. What we shopping for, y'all?
Yeah.
Well,
Also, the Tydak
Oh, wait,
has
wrong
a
character.
ball of blue shiny yarn now.
I'll explain that later.
So Tydak is becoming more and more of a cat with wings. Got it.
Lizard cat with wings, yes.
Scales, get it right.
Oh my gosh, we just need to rename him Happy and we're good. Anywho. So those are the sections within Valentino's Emporium. Okay. So for the sake of it, so we're not here for 2 whole hours. I would like to know specifically, what is everyone looking for? So let me write this down because we are going to do a shopping list. Can't believe I have to do this. Tydak, is there anything in particular that he is looking to get?
Yes, I actually told you it's sitting in my inventory in my backpack. Those are the 2 things I wanted.
Remind me what they are again.
One is called the Flame Tongue Scimitar, and the one is called the Mariner Studded Leather Armor.
Flame Tongue and Mariner. Okay. So that I can do.
The Mariner Studded Leather Armor allows me to have swim speed. Also, I was gonna try and turn it to a seasickness. So instead of me, if I start with a turn with 0 hit points, the armor causes me to rise under the surface. Instead of that, it would allow me to mitigate my seasickness.
That is very interesting. Okay. So definitely that can happen. So we'll get.
Instead of it being like the Mariners, it would be like the seasickness studded armor or the nauseous studded leather armor.
We'll come up with the name for it. But so that sounds good. Hugh, is there anything specific that you would want while we're here?
I have a couple of like rings and things like magical items I'm looking for. Just nothing like super rare, but protection and spell slot stuff. I have to look through and figure out what I was looking at before. I had a couple ideas, but give me a second.
Okay, so we'll put you down for that. Yes. So I think I mentioned it before you guys left Gunderlin, but you guys did get paid for not only completing the main mission, but you got a little bit of extra by testing out the carnival games as well. It's a good thing I keep notes on that because let's see if I added everything up correctly. You each have 2,000 gold pieces now.
Oh, dope.
Wow, okay.
You have to understand the king has had multiple people fail in their attempt to complete the task that you did. But the king has liked y'all since you guys went to Gunderlin, so throw in a little bit of extra as well. So y'all are good.
1,000 now?
Yep.
So that means I have 4,015?
Yeah, because you also won some too.
Oh, did I win anything for winning that fight? Was that a thing?
It was more of an exhibition match.
Okay, fair enough.
I can't raise it up. What the hell?
Alrighty.
What? I know what it is.
Okay, so that's
Wait,
Hugh.
so the 2,000, is that per person or was that party's total?
No, that's per person.
Oh, okay. I need to add that.
Yeah, it's a little bit.
Alrighty. Corvus, our lovable ankle biter. Is there anything specific you were looking for?
You also need a second. I didn't think we got this far.
Y'all wanted to go on a shopping episode? Okay.
I
Wait,
sent you my
okay.
list. I don't know.
Hold up. I know what I want. I just need to make sure it's what it does. Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. So, no problem. Alrighty. Ferren, is there anything in particular you're looking for while we're at the Emporium?
Yes. I'm trying to find exactly. Yes, here we go. A Luckstone,
Okay.
which, if it's the right, what I have on this website, it's 600 gold.
Oh yeah, iron stones are a thing, huh?
Yep. Where was it? Yes, a potion of water breathing.
Mhm.
Since we're apparently getting in and out of the water a fair bit. Actually, make that 2 of those.
Okay.
So, where was that set of gauntlets at? I want to make sure I'm staying within my budget on this.
Shopping, who knew?
Mine pretty much just burned.
Not me, clearly.
It's all good.
All the gold I just got, I just lost, so it's fine.
You didn't lose it. You spent it in a wise investment.
A
Maybe.
new sword and new armor, and then buying a couple potions burned out 2,000 gold pretty quickly.
So
Alrighty.
this pantheon that we're going up against, what would they be considered?
Okay. So with the Pantheon, technically you're going up against one of them, but everyone else is spread out. So that's also part of it. But you'll need to get what the item you're looking for. But the Pantheon is known as the Council of 12. So that is what they are known as, just the Council, or the Council of 12 if you want to add a number to it. But specifically, you are going up against the god of death, who you briefly met underneath the waves after fighting in that abandoned ship underneath the water.
Is he a fairy? Is he a magical creature? If I was going to look for an arrow of slaying to kill him, what descriptor would the arrow of slaying need to be?
I will say that he is closely to more fiend than anything. Though there are a few on the 12 that would be considered fey and other things, which we'll get to that a little bit later. But yeah, so he's more fiend than anything.
Then I'm going to try to pick up I have just enough for 2 arrows of fiend slaying.
Very nice.
So that's 2 arrows of fiend slaying, the Luckstone, 2 potions, and that's my 2,000.
Nice. So that takes care of that. Alrighty.
Hopefully, I think I have 100 left, but whatever.
Money well spent.
Where do we go to find market prices?
I'll post a link in chat.
I would also like to do an upgrade on my Master's Glaive that I have. Is there any chance I can get a blacksmith to upgrade that to a +1?
Yeah. Do you have the money for it?
I have the money for it. It's just going to burn me out.
Okay. If you have the money for it, then you can. Alrighty. Dharak, what were you looking to get?
One, I would like to pick up at least 5 more javelins, because I do not enjoy having very small amount of javelins.
Side note, Javelin of Lightning can be returned to you.
That's
Javelin of lightning? Excuse me, what is this?
It's a low-level magic item. It's about the same as a +1 magic item, meaning it's around 1,000 gold. And you can throw it, transforming it into a bolt of lightning that acts as chain lightning for the distance you would normally throw it, with additional damage done to the final recipient of your javelin. If you have any sort of class skill that allows you to return it, you can have that, or you can have the magical charm returning weapon added to it, so that you have a magically enhanced javelin that you call back to your hand.
So basically, I can become Zeus.
You don't turn into geese and you don't seduce women, but yeah.
As far as the lightning throwing goes.
Yeah, hold on just a moment, and let me see if I can find that again, because I just saw it. Javelin of Lightning, 1,000 starting price. It's a magic weapon. When you hurl and speak a command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning, forming a 5-foot wide line that extends from you to a target within 120 feet. Each creature on the line, excluding you and the target, must make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw or take 4d6 lightning on a failed save, half as once unsuccessful. So you do at least 2d6 damage to everybody for 120 feet. Lightning bolt turns back into a javelin when it reaches the target, making a ranged attack against the target. On a hit, target takes damage from the javelin plus the 4d6 lightning damage. There is no save on the target. Just everything between you and the target. Javelin's property cannot be used again until the next dawn. Meantime, it is still a javelin that can be used as a magic weapon. Again, you can have returning added to that for, I think, another 700. Is that right, Mikey?
That would be correct.
So 1,700. Magic javelin, it comes back to you.
Oh, that is so tempting. How much is going to make a side note of that?
How much dosh do we have again?
Dosh. So each of you guys got 2,000 from Gunderlin, so you have that, plus with what you had already to begin with. And Tydak's the only one that earned a little bit of extra because he ended up participating in Fight Club.
I have 2,300. There's so many possibilities.
I know that Hugh already had a magical item that he successfully, stealthily took when they were on Gunderlin. And haven't you used it already too, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, I've surreptitiously used it a couple times.
I don't regret nothing. That was so much fun to include.
I'm so
I have not yet used the halberd of fallen leaves, but I do have that.
All right, so Dharak, you're looking at javelins in general with the potential of getting a returning javelin of lightning.
Yeah, right now, since that's going to cost a little more than I expected, I'm just going to get 5 regular javelins, which, if I remember, that would come up to 2.5 gold.
Okay.
You idiot, he was already on inventory.
Ready?
I'm sorry, I have not used the manage inventory in a long time.
It is totally okay. So while you keep looking, Sorrin, what has caught your interest in this emporium?
I don't think there's, if we're going by strictly prices on that website, I don't think there's anything I would like to buy at the moment. Just look around at some of the items in the shop.
Okay.
So I'm going to dump 2,000 gold and get bracers of archery. And while I wear these bracers, I get a +2 to damage rolls on range attacks made with such weapons. Yes. Simple and sweet.
We are level 7 now, right?
No, 6.
You all still are at 6.
We have not leveled up. But yeah, Mikey, that's what I'm going to get. Bracers of archery.
Alrighty, sounds good to me.
And that will conclude my shopping.
Cool. Sweet.
Right, Mikey.
Yes.
I am going to buy a +1 moon sickle if I can find it.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask your ruling on this, because this is going to be something, because it's a little rarer, but it should be in stock. I'm looking for a Ring of the Ram.
Ring of the Ram?
Now, what I've got here is I have enough for it, even though it's quite a bit of gold. I've saved quite a bit of this stuff. Do you know what this does?
Looking it up right now. So this ring has 3 charges and it regains yada, yada, yada. As an action, you can spend 1 charge to attack 1 creature you could see within 60 feet of you. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus on a hit for each charge you spend. The target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you. Alternatively, you can expend 1 of the ring's charges as an action to try to break an object you can see within 60 feet of you that isn't being worn or carried. The ring makes a strength check with a +5 bonus for each charge you spend.
I don't like this out. It was my thought. Otherwise, I'm also looking for a Cloak of Resistance, but that's not a thing anymore. It's just a ring, so unfortunately, I can't afford the ring.
Stone is the same thing as a cloak of resistance.
It is, but it costs less. The Cloak of Resistance costs less than the ring.
Fair.
Here's what I will say. I am definitely okay. If you want the ring, you can get the ring. And listen, I am all about as is written, and I am totally fair with that, so that's fine with me. And plus, I think later down the line, it just adds the possibility of more fun and chaos into the storytelling. And how you do it is going to be great.
Good to know. Okay. I'll put both of those in there then. And then I am out of money.
Mikey, regular potions of healing, they do what, 1d4
So it depends on the potion that
just the base potion of healing.
So
4 plus 2.
Yep.
2d4 plus 2. Okay. And those are
Greater doubles that. Superior doubles it again. Supreme is 10d4 plus 20.
wow.
They are very rare and hard to come by. And extremely expensive.
Yeah, I'm seeing here on this website they're like 2,000 gold.
Which is really just not appropriate considering that if anything hits you that hard that you need that much healing, you're not going to have time to draw and drink.
Yeah. I really think completely like off the game. I think magic item prices are something that like DM should look to tweak in their games because a lot of them are not adequate for what they do.
It depends on the game and what the prices are, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, it obviously matters how much gold you get and everything, how the economy works. But
If you want to run a magic light game where everything is extremely rare, then it makes sense to go even above what the standard price says.
Yeah,
because it's so much harder to find.
But in a typical high magic, like what is you normally run in, right? A lot of the prices are super inflated. Or some of them are not quite inflated enough, given what some items
The patriarchy!
If I wanted to get 5 just base potions of healing, that would come up to 400 or 200 gold at 40 gold apiece.
Let's see. So you're purchasing how many?
I'm just wanting to just price them right now. If I wanted 5 potions of healing, would that come up to about 200 gold?
So if you wanted to get that, it's 50 a pop. So however many you want to buy, you
are
just
they 50 a pop? Oh, I thought that.
Yeah, the price list is wrong on that. The price is a little bit off on that because it says 40. It does. That's one of the errors.
250 gold for 5 potions of healing.
So if you're taking 5 potions of healing, and if they're if they're 50 gold a pop, you're looking at 250 for 5.
Okay.
If potions of healing in the real world were $50, the medical company would go out of business. Who needs a car accident? Who needs to go to the doctor after a car accident? Just drink this potion. $200. You can carry it on your person.
All the
potioneers on every corner.
Clerics and everything else are out of a job too, because what gods can help you?
Oh my goodness! Spoken like somebody who works in the profession themselves.
The fucking amputation.
Michael.
Yes, other Michael.
I bought studded leather armor just so I have slightly better armor. And okay, that's the last thing I'm buying. I'm all ready to go out.
Cool.
Okay. I'm keeping those 5 potions of healing aside real quick because I'm wanting to also take another look around. What are prices for cloaks? Something that I can fit over top of me and my armor. Because I don't want my armor to get rusty.
Now, it depends. Are you just looking for a standard cloak, or are you looking for a magical cloak? Because those are 2 different things.
Yeah, I know those are 2 different things. First, what would the cost for just a regular cloak be?
A regular cloak, and this is just from my little table that I have in front of me, it would be 20 gold.
20 gold? Okay.
And it's your standard kind of traveler's cloak made with silk and cotton linen, and is most commonly black. Or in this store, there's also a brown and gray variety of it. But yeah, it's 20 for a standard cloak.
Okay. Now, like I said, I have no idea what kind of magical items there are. Is there like a cloak that helps muffle the sound of armor?
Buy a bunch of padding and shove it in there. There is. So what type of? So you have heavy armor. Josh?
Yes, I have heavy plate armor.
So one of the ways to get around that also is the Heavy Armor Master feat, which allows you basically, it's like you're muffling yourself. You know how to walk around in pots and pans.
And I would have to get that whenever I level up and take a feat, correct?
Right. Yeah. When you get to the level where you can choose an ability score improvement or feat, you can choose to do. And with Paladins, I believe the next one is not until level 8. Now,
The item you're looking for is called a Cloak of Elven Kind. It negates the disadvantage on heavy armor.
Cloak of Elven Kind?
Yes. It's 1,000 gold.
It's how much, I'm sorry?
1,000.
1,000 gold. When you wear it with the hood up, a perception check made to see you has disadvantage. And your dexterity stealth gets advantage. Since your armor gives disadvantage, that would negate each other. So you wind up with just a disadvantage on any perception checks to see you.
Oh, okay.
Now you have to be actively trying to hide for this to work. So if you're just pull the hood up and it's not going to do the same thing. You have to pull the hood up.
Cloak of elven kind like that, the only time I'm gonna have my hood up is when we're actually trying to sneak around.
Of course, you never know what's going to happen. So, again, you don't have to get it right now. But if down the line you want to, before you leave Waterdeep, you can as well. But it is always a good thing to try to plan ahead because you never know what I'm going to throw at you.
Yeah. So with that, I think just for right now, I'll get just a regular cloak, gray cloak.
Okay, so that's
kind of like the one I have on my profile picture there.
Okay, so yeah, so standard cloak for that is 20 gold. So that's what you buy.
Okay, let me write this down real quick. Okay, so far right now, 5 javelins, 1 cloak. Oh shoot, there was something else. The potions of water breathing. How much were that? 100 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and get 2 of those. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah. Okay. I'm just writing it down, sorry.
I just got terrified because everything just went dead silent. I'm like, oh no.
Everyone's looking and shopping. Shopping doesn't take forever, but, and just as a disclaimer, this is the one aspect of the game. It's like, I don't have multitudes of shots. Like, Valentino will be in every major city that you could possibly think of. So some iteration of him or his little sibling.
Man, do I love this
Valentine, you, Valentine what?
What was that, Jace?
You sure it's not Gary the Goblin running this shop?
No, we made sure of that.
And like a complete idiot, I forgot. How many potions did I say I was picking up?
Of healing or water breathing?
Water breathing.
2, I believe you said?
2. Right, okay.
I got 4.
We all go to check out. Hello, do you need this?
No, she's on your ship now, remember? She's one of the people King Red Axe has officially put on your crew. Which, by the way, when we get back to the ship and y'all set sail, I'm actually going to send you guys, quote unquote, rules for your new party members and things that they can do for you. So it's literally like giving you different things like an actual video game. Like Jurgen will be good for stuff. Magilla is good for certain things. And then now that you also have a genie on your crew too, like I'll give you the official rules for that.
On Fridays, when the sun is high, Jurgen is our best sailor.
Only sailor.
The sun is low and the tides are high.
Hello? Do you need this?
Hello?
Listen, Linda.
And then everyone slaps Amador at that point because as we all are sailors, that's what we have to do is slap Corvus.
Don't forget, we still have... Dharak still has the tortilla hat, the soggy wet tortilla hat in his inventory too.
Yes, I do. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna pick up those 5 potions of healing.
I picked up 4, by the way, just in case we need some later.
I have a feeling we're gonna need them, so that's why I'm picking up 5.
I'm a walking healing machine.
Yes,
One of the few.
Not nearby.
It's true. That's true.
Sometimes you're doing the smart things, and I'm doing the stupid things in a whole other section.
Yes, but I realize that as long as you're within a certain range of me, my healing waters can find you.
I'd be the lucky son of a bitch where it can't.
Oh, you'll get doused in the chilling, like cold Arctic waters of Dagon's love. It'll wake.
Oh man, I can't wait for
that. That sounded dirty.
It was meant to be.
Is this water?
Dirty.
Tell me they're not white.
No, it's very foamy, but it's not white.
Oh god.
Labels on everything.
I'm not used to shopping, so I don't know what I need.
Literally, you're just preparing yourself for the next round of bullshit. I got upgraded armor because I needed it. I got an upgraded weapon, and I upgraded my master's glaive so that I could have I could hit a little harder. I have a better, well, not hit a little harder. I have a better. That's mainly the only thing you do. Just
okay, I got another question. Is there any type of like armor, like gauntlets or something, to boost my strength?
Yes, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength gives you a 19 automatically.
Jeez.
And they are 700 gold.
Yep.
Yeah, Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
That's the one.
Yep, 700 gold.
Okay, hang on. Let's see where I'm at real quick.
Which, just to be fair, Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime would have been about a 21 or 22.
Yeah.
When he was doing Mr. Universe. So, yeah, you're like a Mr. Universe competitor at that point.
Wow, okay.
Just put these on and boom.
Boom.
Yeah, with these gauntlets, your strength score is 19 while you wear them. They have no effect on you if your strength is 19 or higher without them. So they just look pretty at that point.
Interesting thing about them that's really fun for roleplay is it doesn't say that it changes your physique. So you could be a little stick-thin weight, 65 pounds.
Already, Dharak's pretty well built. He's a sexy chap. So
If you had a 6 normally and you put those things on, you still look like you have a 6 strength. But you're walking around throwing carts.
Okay, Mikey, just to confirm, right now I should be at a 472.5 gold bill, right?
472 half. I love the half. But yes, with everything added together, that is where you currently are at.
Hey, it didn't change my
What's that?
thing.
My
I
strength
have enough money to grab those too, and I don't see a change in my strength score.
Okay, Mikey, yes, I would like to see if he has a words. I can speak them, I promise. I would like to see if he has any Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
He does. Valentino's does have it in his Emporium, and as Josh explained, 750 gold if you want them bad boys. Though, to be fair, you are going to need to attune to it.
Yes, please.
Okay, so add that into your inventory and add that into your total.
Okay, so that would be a total of 1,222.5 gold. Okay. You know what? I better stop there.
Yeah, it's easy to go overboard on these things.
Yeah.
I did.
Chop it.
I got about 700 gold left. I'm good.
Keep in mind, we have a boat stocked with food, so we're not going to starve.
And plus I got... Hang on, let me check my inventory. How much? I should have like 10 days of rations?
And Ferren can make gold berries to hand out to all of you, so you don't starve.
Yeah.
You wee lads.
Good berry for the win.
Good berries for the win.
Alrighty. It seems
like
that...
I think I should stop there, so... Mikey, help me.
Alrighty. So it seems that, Dharak, you're good with all your stuff, and it seems that everyone else is good. Hugh, are you still looking at things, or are your shopping list good too?
I spent all my money on 2 things, and I'm okay with it.
As one does.
Because now I can both go ahead and have a little plus with my sickle and then blow a door out of the way. With my goddamn thing. Honestly, do you know why I buy this ring? And I usually try to buy it in every game I'm in.
Why?
You fucking drop ghosts on us? This is the only way I can touch them.
Be like, literally, what are you doing? Punching a ghost?
Yeah, I am forced touching a ghost.
I will literally do that, and it will work.
It will.
Yeah.
That's right.
The ghost starts going, no, can't touch me there. This is my no square.
Yes, but is it a 5-foot square?
It's true. Oh my goodness, you guys are great.
I'll get a long rest to attune, and I'll be good.
Admit it, Mikey, you've missed us.
Of course, I always miss you. You guys
Not sure
are
why
great.
you're trying to hit us, but you keep missing us.
Ayo. Alrighty. So, you guys, with your purchases, for most of you, your burb decided he just was going to go window shopping and just check things out. You guys make your purchases and you guys make your way out of Valentino's Emporium. So, with the shopping complete, you guys head on. I'm assuming you guys are going to head to the actual destination that you were given, to the yawning portal.
It's a nap.
Oh, no. Too bad y'all are going to the portal.
Oh, the portal needs a nap. It keeps yawning.
That is true. I just got that. Holy crap. It registered in my brain finally. Oh, my goodness. God, I miss you guys. Alrighty. So you guys exit Valentino's Emporium, and with all your new gadgets and gizmos and things of that accoutrement, you guys make your way over to the yawning portal in order to... to see if you see what awaits y'all when you go and meet your contact in the Yawning Portal.